Eating too much, not eating enough, obsessing about what you're eating, even if it's health food. These are all examples of eating disorders, and eating disorders can have a root in trauma. So if you or someone you know suffers from any of those things, make sure you send them this clip, which is from our latest podcast on the Unfiltered Healing podcast, and click the link below to check out this full episode.
And eating disorders frequently come about as a result of being out of control. So the one thing I can control is what I eat.
Yeah.
Or don't eat. So it feels like some control to do that. And so but they don't realize why they made that decision. They don't realize it. In a chaotic home where everybody's out of control, so I have to be in control of something, and I feel so powerless. At least I'll control what I'll eat or not eat. Or it can be self-hatred.
Yeah.
I hate myself. I'm going to starve myself. I'm thinking with someone now, and that was they went on a fast and could not stop fasting, and so they were drastically losing weight, and there were spiritual causes to that. It took us about 3 days to get down to the root of it, but it was generational. There was something happened generationally, and but they got free and they went on to do well. In fact, this is another story I was going to tell you about the eating thing. Ministered many years ago to a young lady that was unwanted at birth because she was a girl. So the family, this is in a foreign country, the family sent her to be raised by peasant farmers. And then they had a second child, and it also was a girl. So they decided to keep the second child as their legal child. And so this first girl got returned to the home when she was 7, but she had to become invisible and hide anyone came over because she didn't legally exist. And so when I met her, she was very thin. She couldn't keep food down, was really even because when she returned home after growing up in a peasant family where she wasn't taught proper manners, her father would say, "I'll cut you apart with my knife if you drop any food." And so she was so nervous she could not afford to swallow food for fear that she would. And so as she forgave her mom and dad for the abandonment and all that, then she was able to put on weight and eat and flourished. But that was where it started as a baby being, a little child punished from her father. So again, there was a spiritual answer to a medical problem.